This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Well, good day. I'm Elena Russ. Governor Gavin Newsom announcing a state of emergency for California yesterday over the monkey-pox outbreak following Illinois and New York, as more than 800 people have been diagnosed with monkey-pox in our state. The declaration is designed to help expand vaccinations and outreach efforts. The state has administered 25,000 doses of the vaccine and plans to make additional doses available in the coming days. As of last week, the state had expanded its testing capacity to process more than 1,000 tests per week. The strain of monkeypox circulating is now often sexually transmitted. 98% of California monkeypox cases are reportedly in men, 97% in people who identify as gay, lesbian, or bisexual. Now here locally, Kern County Public Health is hosting a monkeypox vaccination event this Sunday. It will take place at the Public Health Services building on Mount Vernon from 11 to 4. The vaccines are free, but you must be at least 18 to get one. Unfortunately, if you're looking to get the vaccine, that clinic is full. Public Health says they hope to announce other vaccination events in the future based on the allotment received from the state. All right, and now to our crime watch. An Arvin man has been arrested in a car-to-car shooting that happened on Highway 58 last month. Newly released court documents obtained by 17 News show 24-year-old Mauricio Ibarra was charged with attempted murder and other offenses in the July 14th shooting. According to the California Highway Patrol, Ibarra drove a black Audi SUV east on the highway the evening of July 14th, about 6:40, when he shot at another vehicle west of 8th Street. There was damage to the other vehicle's front right window. Ibarra has pleaded not guilty and is due in court next week. Now from our 17 follow-up file, a new contract has officially been approved in the Kern Medical labor dispute. The Kern County Hospital Authority's Board of Governors approved the new 3-year agreement with the SEIU 521 yesterday, the union that represents Kern Medical workers. Workers voted on the deal from July 26th through the 28th, eventually approving the new agreement, which will give significant wage increases to all represented employees. It also gives additional salary steps to registered nurses, nurse practitioners, and physician's assistants. Kern Medical says agreements help to retain existing employees and recruit new permanent staff. And 17 News, your local election headquarters. Local leaders are trying to drum up support for the county's 1-cent sales tax measure. The first of many workshops was held last night at the NOR Veterans Hall in Oildale. As we've reported, county supervisors last month voted to put the measure on the November ballot. If approved by voters, the sales tax in unincorporated parts of the county will go from 7.25% to 8.25%. Leaders say they want to make sure the voters understand the benefits.
We're going to over 20 different locations all over Kern County, the unincorporated parts of Kern, so we're not spending time in cities. This is really about unincorporated residents. We are their local government at all levels, so we want to hear from them.
Oil and gas industry.
Now another workshop scheduled for 6 p.m. Thursday at Stockdale Country Club. If you can't make it in person, officials say they are planning to hold several virtual workshops in the near future.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OB/GYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
And an update now on the deadly Mckinney fire raging on in Siskiyou County. Authorities say 2 more bodies have now been found within the burn zone, raising the death toll to 4 in the state's largest fire of the year. The Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office says in a statement that search teams discovered the bodies yesterday at separate incidents along State Route 96. 2 bodies found Sunday inside a charred vehicle in the driveway of a home near the small community of Klamath River. More than 100 homes, sheds, and other buildings have been burned in this fire since it erupted last Friday. The flames have burned more than 85 square miles in the Klamath National Forest up near the California-Oregon border. Now, officials say the region's historic drought and dry vegetation have led to this climate change crisis and these larger, more destructive wildfires.
10 years, we've definitely seen a lot more rapid fire growth, intense fires that are burning through communities like we haven't seen really in the past.
Now, the fire's still 0% contained. More than 55,000 acres have been burned so far. All right, looking ahead, some Kern County schools are already back in session, but for most kids, school begins in just about 2 weeks. So Bakersfield Police are reminding drivers that soon our roads will be rejoined by countless big yellow school buses. And there are laws for those bus drivers and for the cars around them. So here are a few things to keep in mind. Obey all speed limits, especially in school zones, which drops to 25 miles an hour when students are present. Avoid unnecessary distractions when driving. Police say this is always the case, but especially when children may be walking and riding bikes in the area. Stop when a school bus has its stop sign extended and/or when the driver exits the bus to escort students across the street. Be extra cautious when driving in your neighborhood before, during, and after school hours when kids are around. And help many students in our area get ready to head back to school, we here at KGET are teaming up with the Open Door Network, formerly known as the Bakersfield Homeless Center, to send kids back to school with all the supplies they need. We're asking for basic school supplies like backpacks, along with anything that goes inside them, notebooks, pens, pencils. We're also collecting new clothes, especially packs of new socks and underwear for boys, girls, and teens. Lauren Skidmore stopped by Sunrise today to talk about how much those items mean to our local youth.
So our back to school drive ends on the 12th, and we are able to give all the backpacks away on Saturday, August 13th. And those kids walk into this room that we have all decked out with the backpacks set up and all of the supplies for them to pick out themselves, and they are just full of smiles. You know, these kids are going through some times that they don't really quite understand how turmoil and traumatic it is, but those opportunities to just give them a little love, they are welcoming it with full smiles. It's just the greatest day for them.
And this is going through August 12th. Drop off your supplies here at our KGET studios Mondays through Fridays from 8 to 5, regular business hours. We're here at 22nd and L Streets downtown. Well, now to your business news. The price of beef at the grocery store looking to go up even higher. The latest report from the Department of Agriculture shows the total number of cattle in the U.S. has dropped 2% since this time last year. That may not sound like much, but more female cattle are being sent to slaughter, which could then result in long-term shortages. Ongoing droughts have caused the cost of feed to skyrocket. Many ranchers are selling off their cattle because they just can't afford to purchase their food. In June, the price of ground beef was up over 9% from last year, and analysts say it will keep going higher. August 2nd is National Night Out, a time when law enforcement and residents come together under positive circumstances. Well, National Night Out is an annual community building campaign that promotes police community partnerships and neighborhood camaraderie to make our neighborhoods safer, more caring places to live. But around here, August 2nd is really hot. So our local law enforcement will be holding their National Night Out events in a few months when the weather is a little better. The Bakersfield Police Department will host theirs on October 4th at Yokitz Park, and Kern County Sheriffs will host their event at their headquarters on October 22nd.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.